Good morning, everyone. Day 2 of the calendar. And today we are brewing coffee from a very well-known, very top roastery from Scandinavia, precisely in Copenhagen, Denmark, and it's Coffee Collective. Many people know it's a very famous roastery from Copenhagen. I always had delicious coffee from them, so I'm expecting the same in this calendar. So this coffee is only processed from Ethiopia. Let's brew this coffee. Now, what we're going to use today? Of course, today we are going to use Hario Switch. So we're going to do the Hario Switch. I already tell you that I will use it quite a lot, the switch, in this calendar, because I think that is a very important dripper to have at home. It gives you a lot of flexibility. There is a different ways to brew. I already made a video on my channel about 6 different ways to brew with the Hario Switch, and I think that I will cover more or less here on this calendar because it gives me that flexibility, that varieties of different way of brewing the coffee. That I think it's very nice, and it's also helpful to understand more way of brew coffee. Now, okay, let's prepare the coffee. Okay, I will do 16 grams of coffee. Okay, 16. And I will do it at, keep the same clicks like yesterday, 26. Okay. Okay. All right. As always, look at the ground coffee. As you can see, once again, this is a light roast, not very light. We saw that there's going to be something even lighter. But yeah, light roast. For this reason, I'm using 96 degrees Celsius as a water temperature. So 96, 16 grams of coffee is going to be 250 grams of water. I'm going to use the abaca paper. I'm going to use this just because I want something a bit more faster drainage. So I really want to use the classic V60 for now, because I know that this is going to be this is going to give me a faster drainage. Now let me wet the paper, and then I tell you how I'm going to brew this coffee. Okay. Okay, let's brew the coffee. What we're going to do, I'm going to keep the valve closed. Okay. I will do a full immersion method. So water and coffee will be in contact all the time, but I will do the kind of like immersion blooming. So it's one of the way I like to brew the coffee. It's basically give a little portion of water at the beginning, valve close, and this to help the coffee saturate very well, and then pouring the rest of the water without opening the valve, so with the water from the blooming still inside. But what happened? Now let me start, then explain you, because we have to wait. All right, so now valve is closed, on, and I put 50. All right, perfect. There is no reason to swirl here because the water will be in contact with the coffee, so it will get very well saturated even without moving it. Now, what is the benefit of this? Is that the water doesn't go down. So we have water in the blooming. The coffee will saturate better, okay? And that's the clever thing of the Hario Switch for me, the fact that you can do this kind of tricks. Now, we're going to wait until 1 minute, okay? Because it's light, we said like we want to saturate. And then I'm gonna put 200 grams of water on top. This is immersion method that will extract more, okay, from the coffee. The water will extract more solids from the coffee in a shorter time, because now when I pour the water, I will create agitation. The fresh water will come and coffee is going to be extracted faster than if I put coffee and then the whole amount of water, because that first portion of 50 grams of water will saturate very well the coffee, so that when I pour this 200 grams of water, the agitation will extract more from the coffee. So yeah, once it's finished, perfect. Now we wait 4 minutes and then we open the valve. This is a method, it's very easy. As you can see, you don't even need a gooseneck kettle, and I think that's why it makes the Hario Switch a very nice dripper for beginners, even if it looks a bit like, I don't know what to do, the valve and the things, take it out. You can change the base with the body, but it makes it easier for this reason. Using full immersion, hybrid version in this way, different way, anyway. So yeah, that's why in this method there is what you can control. Then we will see if we need to change anything. You can control the amount of blooming you want to apply. You can do even less water, because we know that the water is going to be more in contact with the coffee, so that you can push the higher extraction with the following water. You can keep it for longer or for less, depending on the coffee. Now, this is a gamble. I wouldn't say gamble, but from my experience, from my recipes in my notebook, that is usually what I do. So let's see if 4 minutes is enough, if this way is enough. Otherwise, we change something. I could go even higher with the temperature of water if I need to extract more. I can go lower if I need to extract more, because when you have this kind of like immersion method with the open Hario Switch, as you see, like the steam is coming out, so you lose temperature. So yeah, if you need, you can put temperature higher in the kettle, so yeah, to push a bit more extraction. Okay, now 20 seconds left. Perfect. How are you today? All good? Everything's well? Today's Tuesday, the 2nd of December. Okay. Let's open it. Okay, I use the Abaca because I want the drainage to be quite faster. In my experience, many times when I put the coffee first and then I pour the water with the V60 paper, the drainage slows down a bit at the end. So that is good, because if you calculated this drawdown with the total brew time, it's fine. You can do, I don't know, 30 seconds left. You can do 30 seconds less and then calculate a bit the drainage, even if it's going slower with the ABAC as well. So, okay, it's fine. But it's fine. This is good contact time. Then, if we need to reduce it, we reduce it. It's not a problem. Hopefully it's a good starting point. Okay. Also the ratio, having 16 grams of coffee with 250 grams of water brings this brew to have a higher strength with a lower extraction. So we will see how it's going to be. I'm expecting high acidity, to be honest, and a nice strength. Not too much powerful, but as I said, we will see. Okay. Almost done. Okay. Let's say 550 was 550. Let me check the yield. Now, I don't want to say anything. Just wait for the taste. Ladies, don't play with stuff you shouldn't play. Okay, the yield 203. Okay, let's taste it. Oh, hello. Ciao, Casey. You okay? Also, Casey came to say hi this morning. Let's talk about the coffee. Don't get distracted by cats. It's harder to don't get distracted. Nice acidity. It's a nice sweetness, nice aftertaste that is persistent. But I want to see if I should extract more or less. Because I'm afraid that the strength is too high, honestly. In this way, what I can do, we will see what I can do. So I think maybe it's too high strength. That's my perception, but now we see the numbers. It's, let's say, sweet, fruity. It's also elegant. It's very nice, Ethiopia. Yeah, in fact, TDS is very high. It's very high. So I think I'm going to rebrew the coffee. Yeah, I will remake it. It's very high. It's 155 right now. And Emma came to check if the TDS is correct. So 155, 156, 155. Okay. Is 155, as you can see. And I think it's too high as a TDS. I will keep this on the side. I will reset everything and I will brew the second one, okay? And we're gonna change something. Give me 1 second. Right, I'm back. Let's do it again. Keep the same, okay? I keep the same. Yeah, there's something that you can do different ways, okay, to let's say, reduce this strength, because then you want to reduce the strength, but you don't want to affect the extraction, right? So there is one way you can do is, okay, you can or change the ratio. So I can put less coffee, I can put also more water, but it doesn't fit more than 250, so it's better to go lower in coffee. So I can reduce the coffee. In this way I will drop TDS, but I will increase the extraction. That's something I can do. Or what you can do, lower it in temperature, lower energy, lower extraction, but that won't affect too much the TDS. Will affect more the extraction. Another thing I can do is to reduce the time. So instead of like keeping for 4 minutes, we have total brew time of 550. We saw I can cut the time, but sometimes I don't want to cut the time just because the strength is too high, because contact time give also like the nice mouthfeel and body from the coffee, so the longer contacts. So I don't want to cut the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind the coffee coarser. Okay, I will grind coarser to drop this. I don't want to change two variables. I would like to change two variables, but I don't want to, at least for this video. Okay, what I will do, if I was Matteo, without recording, without saying, change one variable at a time, I would have done something different. So I would have done grinding coarser. I'm going to do 30 clicks. I was 26, 4 clicks more. It's 4 clicks is a lot. Can be a lot. It's 155. I want to drop this TDS at least 140. I'll try. Okay, we see if like the 4 clicks is going to work. Okay, only 140 something. Then we will see if it's happening. I'm gonna grind the coffee and then explain you more. Okay, let's look at the coffee. You can see that it's coarser now than before. Once again, there is a paper reference in the description box. If you didn't know, if you didn't print it yet, maybe it can be useful, maybe not. Let me know. So now, perfect. Another things I can do is, I was saying, if I wasn't me here, say change one variable at a time, I would have been a bit cheeky and changing two variables. I could have done coarser and also changing the ratio, putting less coffee, because what I can do here, grinding coarser, it will definitely reduce the TDS. I hope so, I think so. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I had to change the ratio, okay? With the coffee before, we were at 19.6 of extraction, so it wasn't very high. So the problem here that can happen is that I will reduce the strength, but also we reduce the extraction. And the coffee maybe won't be balanced. At this point, I should do a third brew that I don't think I want to do, but that will be like for another coffee, not for the calendar, something to say, okay, that's the right way. Or I change two variables. If it was a live stream, I would ask you, what if I reduce the strength, but I'm going to reduce extraction as well? I don't want to reduce extraction. Oh my God. All right, I'm going to put 15. Okay, I'm going to change two variables. So, change of the plan. So, I'm going to put 15. So anyway, I ground 16. So, I can put 15. Let's go crazy this morning. Crazy. Two variables. Don't do that at home. Don't try this at home. Okay. 30 clicks. All right. I'm going crazy this morning. All right, so same again, 50 grams. Water we keep the same. So 50 grams now for the blooming, and then 1 minute. I also can reduce the blooming. That's another way I can reduce the extraction, because I will saturate the coffee at the beginning less. So when I will pour or create the agitation, maybe it won't extract that much solutes that will, dictate the high strength. But there are so many ways, as you can see, how you can change, you can shape the extraction. But usually, grinding coarser and changing the ratio are the most effective ones. Okay, 10 seconds, and then we pour the remaining water. Crazy this morning, 2 arrivals at the same time. Okay. Now this portion will extract a lot from the coffee, as I said before. All right, now finish to pour the water, and then I'm gonna jump on the editing. So make it faster. Okay, 250, and now let's wait until it reaches 4 minutes. Okay, now we are almost at 4 minutes. So 4 minutes, I open the valve. Okay, and now let's wait until everything finished to drain. Once again, 15 grams of coffee, 30 clicks with the Comandante, 250 grams of water at 96 degrees Celsius, and 1 minute blooming, 50 grams, and then 200 grams poured on top, everything with a closed valve, immersion blooming. And now, let's see. So last one was 550. I'm expecting these two, of course, to be faster in drainage, because less coffee and coarser, so the water has easier passage. Hello, both of you. They want coffee this morning, I can tell. So, okay. Let's wait these few seconds. Now let's see what will change in the cup. I'm very curious now to understand how the coffee change. And then there is gonna be a lot of, but what if? That's the coffee game, never end. Okay, never ending. Dialing, never ending. But it's good. We want to learn. We learn. That's the most important thing. Okay, let's call it. Never ending. Okay, let's stop. Okay, it was 540. Not so much, like, it's okay. And the aroma open up a bit more. Definitely. Open up a bit more. So it's good. Okay. Same cup. Taste. Day and night. Definitely better. Definitely. Okay. Wow. If maybe I could have done 2 clicks less. Now, see, if. What if I would have done 28 instead of 30? But it's fine. It's fine. It's so better. It's, yeah, way, way better than before. Okay. Put the sample here. In the meantime, we continue to taste. Okay. Another nice way to understand, of course, like I could taste the ice strength even without putting the sample, that's the previous one, even without putting the sample into the refractometer. If you want to understand more, I think I explained this in the last year calendar, is to basically, that's not very scientific, so just like, we don't need to think, just like drop a bit of water, okay, from the kettle, okay, the hot one, to reduce the strength, so to bypass a bit more. In this way, you can understand the extraction, because 1.55 maybe is not very clean. You see, dropping a bit opens up a bit more. Maybe you can do a bit more of water, to be honest. So let's not exchange these 2 cups. But what I feel now, now this is becoming balanced with the bypass, but I feel high acidity, lower sweetness. So basically, dropping TDS, you get more clean. So you discover the real extraction, which is a bit lower compared to probably this one. This is so good, so sweet. Yeah, and I think that we are spot on with the flavor. I can feel the melon. Yes, melon, sweet and fruity, notes of melon, raspberry. I don't feel the raspberry. That might be like something different, but I feel the melon. Maybe I could have done. No, it's okay. It's perfect. It's perfect. Now, I want to show you this, because you remember when I said I'm going to do 4 clicks, so I'm going to drop it hopefully to 140. Guess what? 140. Not very professional with the phone, but it's fine. Sorry, I ran out of battery. So yeah, 140. As I said, changing 4 clicks from 155 to 140. That was the one I was aiming. Luck or I'm a magician? You tell me in the comment section. But yeah, so coffee is very good. Changing the variables. Of course, I always suggest changing one at a time. But of course, if you're confident, go for it, okay? Especially when you have a coffee from a calendar, which you are limited in amount of coffee. But if you have a full bag, just change one variables, ok? Sì, che sì, arrivo adesso. Just change one variables, because the coffee will anyway taste good. It's not a problem. You know, like, really from here you make it better. And this was actually drinkable. It wasn't like disgusting, okay? So change one variables so you can see the evolution of the coffee when you have, I don't know, like 200 grams or 250 grams bag of coffee. I suggest to do one at a time, the changing the variables, so you can discover this changing. Also, like, it's good for you to learn what's happening. But of course, few grams, you are allowed to change your variables, okay? I give you the permission. You're free. I'm not your boss, so I'm boss of nobody. I'm boss of myself. Cooling down. Nice. Open a bit more. Still don't feel the raspberry, but it's fine. It's very orangey. That's good. It's good coffee. So Oni, Ethiopia from Coffee Collective, never failed me. Yeah, still not doing it. It's a good coffee. Amazing. Second day. I'm very excited, actually. Okay, so that's it. That was the method of today, the coffee of today. I hope that you got some information about this method and how to control the variables with this method. And thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate. I know that they are like long videos, and for you sticking around it, like even at this time, I love you. I so love you. Like if you make it this time, it's like I want to be your best friend. That's it. And I hope to have many best friends. That's a reality. But yeah, it's very important for me. I like to share my knowledge. I like to share the way to make good coffee in filter way. Of course, I make other videos about mocha mostly, but filter coffee is my love. Thank you very much for watching. I wish you a very good day, and of course, delicious coffee. Ciao from me, from Casey and Emma. That was like, say hi for me, say hi from me. Yes, I'd say now. Okay? Okay. Casey, say hi. And Casey said, what, Papa? Hey. Okay. She said, have a good day. Ciao.